On the edge of speed, we drive the line, leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the end, it sucks. Clears and engines die. The victors stand, the rest just cry. The truth is hard, the road is rough. If you can't keep up, well, it sucks to suck. Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough, but on this track it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin. Tighten the grip, hold the line. Defeat's the word we leave behind. Danger right with every turn. In every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires. Feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where it begins. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace.
Good evening, everyone. This is Core GT, season number 15, round number 2. We are coming at you from virtual Autodromo del Mugello. I'm John, and we have Mike Casey here in the booth tonight. Oh, now they can hear you. Sorry, Mike.
Hello, hello. I'm here.
There's only like 3 different things to that say Discord that are all wrong. So, looking here tonight, looks like we got a temperature of 67. Not too bad. 1,000 feet of altitude. 3.2 miles for this historic track. Let's get off.
Looks
of
like
this
a big old 0% chance of rain tonight too. So that'll be nice.
Yep. Hopefully, with the new computer, everything's coming through smooth and no problems. So, looking down through the, see, nobody has managed to set a time just yet. There we go. It is on board with Azaius there. As you can see, this is one of those tracks where track limits are a little liberal. There is quite a lot that you can cut to help you reduce the radius of some of these turns. So I know, Mike, you're more of a oval guy, but you ever run around here?
No, I sure haven't. I was kind of looking at the track overlay before we went live, and looks like the track's going to be a little tight to me. I mean, I'm sure there's some good passing spots, some breaking points where people can overshoot their opponent. But yeah, never have ran any laps here. Actually, just had to purchase the track today, so yeah, I'm excited to see what Turn One has installed for us this week.
Yeah, it should definitely be a. The last time I ran here, it was night. It turned into a night race very quickly, and that means a lot of these corners become unsighted very quickly because there
Yeah,
are
it's
quite.
a. Go ahead. Sorry.
I know. Say there's quite a few that you come over a rise, and it's like, oh, the corner is here. So it's a track that'll keep you on your toes. It's a long lap time. Looks like Mason currently with provisional pole with about 5 minutes to go of a 146.9. So not quite Spa lap times, but it's on up there. Let's check in. Yeah, Mason having an almost 1 second gap over Nathan Nickerson there. So that's moving on. I'm looking for a certain someone who is listed as a rookie for the next race or two. There we go. There's Noah. He's about to do his second lap. I'm guessing his first got no time. So there we go. And Noah goes an entire second faster than Mason. Dang. I mean, you have a track like, say, the Nürburgring. 1 second is it's really not that big because it's, you know, you're talking about a lap time that's, high 7, low 8 minute lap time. So, you know, if you divide that out by 3 normal or 4 normal laps, that's only a tenth or two at any other track. But a second sub 2 minutes it's a little bit of a gap.
Yeah.
So I have to wonder how much of that, I mean, now that we have open setups, how much of that's going to be set up, how much of it's car choice that, because sometimes the cars in certain tracks just, they mesh really well together. So looks like we currently have 34 people that have set a time. Have a few that have not yet. I'm trying to get used to some of this. There we go. So Franklin here should be setting a time. And I'm guessing he may have had a small off track as he came around for that one. Showing.
So I know a lot of these guys have the choice to choose cars. Do they just get one opportunity to choose cars, and is it at a certain point in the season, or
Yeah,
how are they doing that?
that starts this week. So for the
Oh,
next,
okay.
you know what? I'm going to go click into here in our rules because a certain Tilford would probably tan my hide if I get it wrong. Um, I believe I saw Carl call it silly season. So starting at race 3, they can change up cars, and let's see. Anytime throughout the season. Starting at race 3 and ending at race 6. One unpenalized
Okay.
car change.
Be interesting to see if any of these drivers swap car, which I'm sure they will, but it'll be interesting to see some of these drivers swapping up to a different car.
Yep. I mean, I'm saying we have Lamborghinis, we have Fords, I see an Aston, I see a Mercedes, I see a BMW, McLaren, a Porsche, a Corvette. I'm looking for anything else in here. A Ferrari. I think the only thing we're missing is an Audi.
No Audis, huh?
Guess not. You know, which I mean, considering the Audi and the Lamborghini are, for all intents and purposes, the same car, the same engine. You know, just a different body shell on them. Well, and the Lambo has the. Do we have a Lambo on the track I can go to right now? Actually, I can do this. We'll pull up my.
I was gonna say I was watching practice, and there was a couple, well, at least one Lamborghini out there that I was seeing.
I've got a control here somewhere that should let me go back a lap. And it has hidden from me.
It's eluded you.
We'll just have to.
And we'll dig our way through the field during this event here. We'll find it.
What is it? What we can do? We can try to go super fast backwards and see when Stephen McLean set his lap. Hopefully he didn't do one and done. But qualifying is finished now, so we can go back live and let's look at our grid here. Noah taking home pole tonight with a 145.3. Mason is second off in second. Yeah, then you have Jonathan Schwartz in third. Michael Schwartz in fourth. Herbert Pineda in fifth. Morgan Smith in sixth. Stephen McLean in seventh. Eighth is going to be Alex Calabash. And if this thing, there we go. So if I do this, yeah, it's actually, wait, no. It did the wrong thing. There we go. Ninth will be Nathan Nickerson. Stephen Wilcox will be starting in 10th. Do we have some cars on the grid that I can go to yet? There we go. Yep. So 10th will be Stephen Wilcox. 11th is going to be Dane Simpson. 12th will be Josh Anderson. Dave Tilford starting in 13th. Something you don't see there too often. Isaiah in 14th. 15th will be Chris Nowman. Tyler Roberts starting in 16th. 17th will be Alex Jaspers. 18th will be Michael Picon. Justin Welsh in 19th. 20th will be Kerry Corcoran. 21st will be William Burrow. 22nd, Dan Corrido. 23rd, Aaron Reed. 24th, Joe Sullivan. 25th, Nick Brown. 26th, Shane Chen. 27th will be CJ Conklin. Matt Ulmer in 28th. Justin Abarca in 29th. Lyman Chow in 30th. Franklin Ruiz in 31st. Tristan Keeping in 32nd. 33rd will be Michael Rakes. 34th, Romario Jackson. 35th, Terry Jensen Jr. Courtney Nickerson in 36th. Philip Adams in 37th. Charles Adams in 38th. Josh Betts in 39th. Chris Hayes, there's a new name, in 40th. John Crane in 41st. And Tyler Hudeshell in 42nd. I said that right, 42nd. That is a full field we have here tonight. So as they get going under the iRacing safety car, look at some of these paint jobs here as we go through the field. We should be able to now go and select.
Be interesting to see how these drivers handle the first turn and the first lap for that matter. I know last week's race was a little bit of a rocky start for some of these guys, having to use fast repairs and get their cars repaired. So we'll see what kind of initial start to this event we're going to get tonight. I'm excited to see it.
There we go. Was TrackMap try to hide from me there? So we have that pulled up, and then we should have. Let's replay. Ah, there's my weather. You know what? This way. Okay. Yep. Yeah. There should be a control for that, but there's not. Go through the field here as they are doing their full pace lap. Show you some of the good paint jobs they have on offer here tonight. And actually, I think for that, Ooh, cool. We have TV mixed here. Awesome.
That's a good view.
Well, it should allow it to go through and randomly select the cameras. Keep it a little more interesting than me leaving it on TV1 all night. Or I'll have to add TV mix to my So, yeah. So even with the new computer, there are limitations to how many cars I'm letting iRacing draw. Gotta get through at least one of these without having a crash or weird issue.
Yeah, mine computer is the same way. I can't remember how many cars it is that I'm allowed to see on the screen, but yeah, I know that's something you can adjust.
The way the camera was tracking through there, I was like, are they going racing speed?
We're about to go racing.
Yep. Show some of these paint jobs here in the back. And we'll focus on this front pack here. For the sake of breaking the broadcast, yeah, we're not going to draw that many cars. Not quite enough overhead left, not until I get a new GPU. Just know there's about twice as many cars out on track as it's currently showing. As Barney should be dropping the flag any second, and we are off. Schwartz tucked right up into the back of Noah there. Down into turn one. Cold tires is going to be one of those spots where you try to get on the throttle. We're probably going to see a few right here. Probably get a couple spins. I guess after last week, everybody got the message, and
I was kind of holding my breath waiting to see who the first one was going to be, but yeah, so far it looks like everybody's pretty clean as of now. That was a really good start.
Noah going ahead and trying to, yeah, you'd think it's Formula One, trying to break that 1 second DRS gap and going for it.
Ooh, we got one off in the sand right now. He's got a couple cars off the track. Like William Burrow, no 21.
I'm not showing any crashes, but Charlie Adams here. Let's see what happened to Charlie.
Yeah, I just caught the back end of it. He was going around and then looked like somebody else was off the track. No contact that I seen, but I caught the end of that.
Oh, yep. Cold tires just got a little too much gas. Did a quick little spin around. Let's see what iRacing says the most exciting driver currently is. Looks like that's going to be Shane Chen and Kerry Corcoran here, battling for position.
Still not bad, though. Only a couple cars off at the beginning of this thing, so kudos to the drivers. It was a good start there.
It's just nice seeing all these cars spread out already. I mean, Noah's checking out into a different zip code already, but
it's like somebody in the chat saying we're kind of quiet compared to the cars on the track.
Super quiet. That I can easily pull up here, down on there. Say something, Mike, so I can get an idea of your...
Hello. Does that sound any better?
Yeah, there we go. Huh. Normally I don't have to turn myself up, but that should be a little better. All right. Now I guess new computer. You look at where it shows you your volume is, but we can always make changes. Ooh, who was that? That was.
It's like Herbert in the 99 just got off the track there.
Let's see what happened to Herbert here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, Lambo doing Lambo things. Diff unlocks and into the kitty litter.
Into the kitty litter. Yep. Did a nice job getting back on the track without any incidents.
As 5 million tons of gravel gets thrown onto the track. Still showing Pineda as the current interesting one to watch. Kind of like a little bit like MF Ghost having the attention flag. That's what we need. Back to
Casey has a big mouth anyways. I appreciate that, Crazy. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, and appreciate the support. Everything sounds good now. All right, I think we're good now.
Yeah, that's one thing I had when I moved my rig. I had to move the mic position a little bit.
Oh, yep.
One of those haven't given it a test run just yet, but I'm only on 90%. We can always go up to 96.
We can start yelling.
I was say that generally is a little too loud. But yeah, looking in through here, everybody keeping it clean. But definitely, got some good racing here. That's the Chase Decals, Josh Anderson, one of our sponsors here. So let me, before I forget. Yeah, so if you need any, thank you up here, any wraps or graphics, they do mostly business and commercial purposes, vehicles, fleets, emergency vehicles, and interiors. So they don't do a lot of personal jobs, racing or motorsport stuff. It's all kind of commercials. But if you need any of that work done, get in touch with Josh there at Jace Decals. We do appreciate him sponsoring the broadcast for this season. So check back in with our leader here. Yeah.
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 So he's got a small little gap on John there, but John is knocking. He's there.
Yeah. That 1 second gap. It's gonna, these three right here, it looks boring. Nothing they are doing is boring. Not from the driver's seat. Because to Noah, 1 second is just far enough away you don't have to worry about getting dive bombed. But you can't let up, because one little slide and you can lose 3/4 of a second. And now you've got Schwartz just breathing down your neck. You'll let him back into that draft gap. Now, and then now he can save fuel while trying to run you down. So, 1.2, not necessarily enough to breathe easy. For him to be breathing easy, he's going to want that to be a 10 or 14 second gap.
Yeah, it don't take much. You get off the track just for a little bit and slow yourself down and get out of your rhythm, and then, you'll have somebody knocking on your door.
Oh, yeah. And some of these corners here, like we got a 95-degree track here tonight. Let me pull up the dashboard here. You can see just even that corner, that's an 80-mile-an-hour corner right there. Coming out at 90. Just a little bobble, you're only coming out at 70. So you can eat up a second pretty quick like that. Looking through here, trying to see where we've got currently this little battle. This is where iRacing keeps saying the most exciting is, because you've got Shane, Kerry, Joe, Matt, Isaiah, Alex, and Philip. None of them are much more than half a second apart. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tight little battle right there. Them cars are all over each other.
It's one of those places, it's fun to do, but for an hour, oh man, is it stressful.
Well, it's really fun to watch up here when you're not the one in there stressing out. You can be like, yeah, these guys are crazy. So you get to sit up here and relax. Watch the good battles.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we're just sitting here having some fun.
Couple macchiatos with our pinkies up and just sitting here watching some good racing here. Not stressed out at all.
Well, you can have your macchiato. I'm going to stick with the silver bullets tonight.
Hey, hey. Yeah, these are some good battles right here.
Well, the nice thing is I now have a fridge approximately 8 feet away.
Oh, you gotta have a fridge. Come on now.
And hey, for endurance racing, the bathroom is only about an extra 3 feet.
Got it made in the shade.
Yeah. So, looking back through here, I mean,
Yeah, I'm kind of skimming through the field, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody's
yeah.
really clean right now.
you kind of got this little group here out front. You know, you got your top 3, and then there's a 7-second gap back to the second Schwartz here. And then, you know, then you have Morgan Smith, McLean, Nathan Nickerson, Tilford, Simpson. Well, yeah. You know, so you get another little 4-car battle there. Then you have Simpson leading this pack with, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, where do you start calling the end of this pack right there? I guess Aaron. You know, that's 18th to 9th. Yeah, 10-car pack right there. Just, you mess up, you know, you spin, you're losing 10 spots. And then you got this little angry pack of Hornets here. All on top of each other. Nobody, you know.
I tell you, Noah's got a nice little lead, but Mason is knocking on the door for that P2 on John, so he's definitely getting a mirror full of Mason here. So he's cranking it up.
That's the thing. Those top 3, the reason they don't get shown that much during these broadcasts is this right now is nothing but a game of tactics. 100%. That's what's going on. These guys are playing long games, and it'll all come out in the end. They're not charging or battling each other. It's just they're waiting for the oncoming fury. And it's going to happen in the last 10 minutes.
Playing the field game too. I know last week we got about 20 minutes into the run before we kind of started seeing our first pit stop. So what do you think? We'll get that tonight, or this being this is a little bit shorter of a track than last week, I believe. I think
but
3.5 or something, or 3.2.
Did you notice the straightaway, the front straight? She's long. Very, very, very long. And so that's a lot of time spent at full throttle. And a lot of these corners, they're not like break down for the corner, let it float through the middle. You know, a lot of these sweepers are half throttle through the midpoint of the corner. So I didn't get a chance to do any laps pre-race to see what kind of fuel burn these guys got going on. But it looks like the track is cooling off here a little bit.
Oh, we got one going around. There was a battle between, who was that? Philip Adams?
Looks like it was Shane here.
Shane, yeah, they were 3 wide into the corner. I was kind of watching that battle, and I think they just kind of ran out of room there.
Yep. Let's see here. We're going to have to just go into full speed.
Yep.
Now. Yep. He got on the curb.
Hard racing.
Into the back. Yeah. You know, unfortunately, that's one of those kind of racing incidents. And, yeah, you touch the Porsche in the back. But
yeah, I couldn't tell either, too. That might have been a little bit of netco, but he was definitely there. 3 wide into there. There was not much room. So.
But the important thing, if you notice, nice rejoin. Didn't hit the wall. Yep. Lived to fight another day. Shane can come back and get some make a nice recovery drive out of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, plenty of time left here, so.
It's checking in on Dane here.
Oh, we got a big hit.
Yep, Nick Brown. Let's see what happened with Nick here.
He might have got some help. I don't know.
What? Oh. I clicked on the wrong one. This is Nick.
Yeah. And actually, he lost it all on his own. I just went back and skimmed back to the replay. He just
got it on the bumper.
Second driver to...
Oh!
Ooh, I think that was Michael Rakes. That was close.
Yeah, that Mustang driver had a brown pants moment right there.
Them 191 guys, I'm telling you, Michael Rakes is in the 191 Motorsports. Guys are out there. Nice job not getting into him. But that was close. About as close as I think you want to get.
James, I'm missing a dry track temp under 100 degrees. Yes, yes, you are, James. And it's a good track for that McLaren, too. I mean, it's really no longer the meta car in iRacing, but got a nice little... Looked like Steve was going to look to the outside of Dane there. That's a nice little battle we got going on. Let's
I think we have a lead change here. I think John has taken the lead. John Schwartz is now leading Mason in second, and then you got Noah back in third. So,
what happened here?
Yeah, I just went back up to the leaders to see what was going on, and I think we've had a leader change.
I've got it right here. Noah went off track. Oh!
Man.
Kept it off the wall,
though. Yeah, nice job. He was literally up in the air, so...
Trying to look, and I think he got away. Maybe he got some wheel damage.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a pretty good hit on that bumper there. I just wonder if that did do anything to the front of that car, but he did keep it off the tire barrier, so that's good. That could have been bad. That could have been a lot worse. Yeah,
going on board with Steven here, seeing if he can... How it looks from a driver's point of view, trying to line up or try to make a pass. You can see the McLaren has a little bit more of that mid-corner rotation. But when they get to the straightaway, that big old AMG V8 just goes, bye-bye!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got a pass for the lead right now. Looks like Mason is going to take the lead here.
Yeah. All right, so this is just going to be a game of shuffle. And no, I don't want to burn the fuel. I want to be drafting you.
Well, you could throw a blanket over the first three cars right now. They are getting after it here.
Here we go. This is Dane and Steve here into the turn one. Looks like Steve's going to take the under route. Got to watch out for Dane. He does love that crossover move, but looks like Steven's going to make that one stick here.
Good look at monster paint on there too. I like that.
Yeah. Maybe I should change his name to Kyle. Let's go. Let's see who else do we have here. Check in on another one of our resident Canadians, Alex Jaspers, and another Merc there, following the Zoomies car. And then,
not to be confused with the Cat Zoomies last week when I was asking about that. So
looks like something happened with Isaias there.
Ooh, missing a couple parts. Looks like the back end might be gone off of that thing, no?
Yeah, sorry, not Isaias. That is Alex that is missing the back of a McLaren. And I was going to see if I have anything for Alex listed here. Not. I guess it just... Oh, here we go.
He's had to make some contact somewhere, I'd say, to get that knocked off there.
I think it's going to have happened right here.
Oh, that turn again. That's the third driver we've seen go off there.
Booped.
Oh, man. Yep.
Boopity.
Unfortunate.
There goes the bumper.
There's going to be a lot of debris on that track right there coming off that turn. That's unfortunate, but, you know, still time to get that car fixed and regain some spots here.
I can tell you this right now, that McLaren missing that diffuser is not going to be a fun drive.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what's that do to the handling on these cars? Obviously, it's not good because that diffuser and that wing needs to be there for a reason, but I guess that just probably throws off the whole balance.
You driven one of the next gens at a 1.5-mile track after somebody smacks you real hard in the back after caution?
Yep, say no more. I get it.
About like that. Every time you go for the throttle, it's not happy about it. Every time you go for the brakes, it tries to rotate around on you.
Yeah, you have me at next gen, but I won't get into that. But yeah, I've definitely been there, done that. That is not good.
James saying that Noah tried to eat too much curb. No. He didn't try to eat too much. He
got
did eat too much.
That was victory.
That was a competitive eating failure. So, Barry saying Mason's due for a win. Yeah, definitely. You know,
He's looking good. Getting ready to start coming up on some slower traffic here, so we'll see how he maneuvers his way through the field here.
we're 17 minutes in, so to make it a two-stop, you gotta make it to that 20-minute mark, because then you'll make it to 40, and then you'll make it home.
I do good enough to try to figure out fuel on an oval, so you all got me on this. I won't even attempt it. There ain't a calculator that's going to help me out on this one.
Oh, yeah. It's the same calculator. Just run the right overlay. It's half the reason I don't run VR anymore is because of the overlays you can run.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
So,
Still a nice little battle up front. Them guys, like I said, they're right there on top of each other, so...
yeah, do a little sponsor shout out real quick for Kim's Cups and More. Another one of our sponsors here. They're your one-stop shop for all your apparel needs, whatever your pleasure. Kim's Cups and More has it all. Check them out on Facebook today. That's Kim's Cups with a K and More. So, I believe they're the ones that did some of our winner prizes in previous times, although Carl may correct me. I forget who he went through to do those.
Yeah, they take care of us at 191. Wade and his wife Kim, they are awesome people. So you guys definitely need to check them out. Look them up on Facebook. High quality products, so highly recommend it. But yeah, we got another one around here. The cat litter here.
I didn't list that as a crash.
I couldn't really tell who that was. It might have been a Lamborghini, maybe.
I think it was a McLaren.
Was it McLaren? Okay.
Was that Nick Brown or was this the old one? No, that's the old one. I think it was going to be Aaron Reed here. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yep, there's a NASA. It's a Corvette. No.
Little contact.
He saved the rear bumper though. And again, that's what we love to see. Wait, rejoin safely. Don't jump out in front of everybody.
Yep, absolutely.
So,
it looked like too bad a contact too. I couldn't imagine that tore the car up too bad.
nah, it's probably going to be okay. Still an Alex there missing that rear bumper. He's driving it pretty good. Checking back in with Herbert Pineda here. Down 10 spots after his earlier dirt digging excursion. But as we go through here, let me take a quick look.
Oh, we got our first few cars dipping down the pit road right now.
Yep, I've gotten a few. That's Tyler Hudeshell and Aaron Reed. Let's see. That is not a good camera for that.
We got quite a few cars in. 39 minutes to go.
Do I have a pit? There we go.
There we go.
It's like, I know there's one. Okay, good. So I can use pit lane 1. I'm not. Oh,
that's a good shot.
Oh, I'm trying to. It's calling that pit lane 2. I don't see the pit lane.
That's going to be the pit exit, I would say. That's probably going to be them rejoining.
Oh yeah, there's the blue cone.
Yep.
Okay. I was trying to decide if it was the entry or the exit. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, there they go. Yep.
Oh, that's kind of a neat little camera.
That's a good shot of them rejoining the track there. That's cool. Crazy said not the vet spinning out.
Yeah, you know, and here's Mason trying to get around lap traffic. Yep, and that opened the door, and Noah said, "I'm coming through."
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take a. It's getting dicey. You gotta take advantage of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
One little slip up with as close as those top 3 drivers are. I mean, it don't take much to have another guy gain the upper hand on that. So, got a little dicey there.
Showing another accident for Nick Smith here. Let's see what happened. If he touches that exit curb and spins back into the same wall. Okay.
It's like we got Kerry,
CJ,
Michael on the pit road here. Oh,
somebody's not going to have a straight steering wheel. Where's that roll bar camera?
Oof.
Yep. Well,
Again, good job kind of staying
relatively
off
safe.
of the... Yeah. Say, good job. These guys are doing good at kind of just staying out of the way here, rejoining the track. I feel like that's very hard to do. I've been known to spin out in a GT3 car a couple times, and that's the most terrifying part. Is, you know, it's one thing to take yourself out, but you don't want to come back onto the track and accidentally affect somebody else's race or whatnot. So good job to these guys. Get back on the track safe. Oh,
there we go. Did you see how quickly
that
Noah
was
just
aggressive. That was all three of the top three coming in.
Was he gonna try to sell them on? No, I'm gonna stay up. Nope, I'm coming in. Yeah, try to get somebody to run a real slow lap, trying to save enough fuel to get the extra. That was almost. Oh, Mason with a double backup.
Yeah.
But you saw them all slide in there and stop together.
That's gonna bring in, looks like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th too, right behind them. So you got all the top 10 drivers. Looks like they're all staying on the same strategy here. Got a battle off of pit road. Woo, man, that was close. They were double stacked.
And, you know, we'll get one doing it again. Tyler Roberts, I don't know what he's doing with that Merc. Merc's normally one of the thirstier GT3s, but stretching out an extra lap. You know, 5 seconds ahead of the leaders right now. They will catch him up. But may have to be calling that Mercedes into the tech box and see if he's got a Smoky Unique fuel line.
There you go.
But SDK over here on my right, he's just scrolling names for people in the pits getting past.
Yeah.
But with that pit stop, it definitely moved the field around a little bit. A bunch of those gaps that were, you know, right there at a second. Let's see. So it looks like...
Ooh, we got Franklin Ruse in the 007 off in the dirt here. Looks like he's going to join safely.
Safely beyond peppering the leader with a bunch of gravel.
Yeah.
So I don't know if...
Looks like he got up on those bumpers a little bit. It might have got the car off, or he may have been one that pitted, came out, and maybe the tires were not up to temp yet. But
no. Bad SDK, do what I tell you, not what you want to do. Oh, yep, just kind of lost the rear end, and ooh.
Yeah, that's a lot of contact there on the nose of that thing.
But that nose looks perfect, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
A little scuffy, but...
Right. That was some hard contact, but not as much damage. I figured we were going to be missing a front end on that.
Whew.
Whew.
As you saw, these GT3s do have the ability to flash the lights. So, if you ever see a B Vishivasam show back up, you know, Carl always enjoys blinking the headlights at him.
That's better in the oval stuff. You know, our guys, they just shoot the finger out the window, let you know, hey, coming, get out of the way.
Yeah. But you, I don't know if the way I shared my screen, if you can see it or not, but the track map, it's covered. There's somebody on every part of the track.
Yep.
So, but here's your gap for the leaders here. There's Noah. There's Jonathan. And there's Mason coming around. So they've gotten, they've opened up the gaps there a little bit. But so after staying out an extra lap, that put Tyler Roberts up to 12th place. He's gained 4.
That might have been a good little call there. And I mean, what's an extra lap of fuel towards the end of this thing? You never know. I mean, obviously, well, we're thinking at least one more stop for sure, maybe 2.
Yeah. And here's you one to keep an eye on, Philip Adams. up 26 positions from his starting spot.
Wow, nice drive.
So, got a feeling somebody had some issues in qualifying and is trying, maybe the last to first style challenge. His fastest lap, 146.4. Your top 3 are the only ones in the 145s.
Yeah, and I know I've done that before too with the oval stuff. I'll practice my qualifying stuff, and I'll go out there and I just won't quite have the qualifying speed, and then as soon as the race clicks off, it's like you find a different gear almost. So I usually try not to hang my head up on the qualifying pace if it's not where I want it. You can always, your race pace can be totally different.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
I don't know if you psych yourself up and then you just don't run the line you should have that you practiced. It just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. But I'm guilty of doing that quite a bit.
yeah, you're not making it easy on yourself. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But looking down
anytime
through
you got to come through the field, it's.
Here's you another one that's managing to do that. Up 21 spots at the 18th is Josh Betts. I mean,
Wow.
Philip Adams, he's looking to be on track to, judging by his last lap times, he's running about the same kind of lap time as Nathan Nickerson is in 6th. So, he's, maybe a second off pace off that top 3, but, we're going to keep an eye on him tonight. You might be able to pull a top 5 out, and that'd be
That's
gaining
passing
30
cars.
positions.
That is passing some cars.
Yep, and just looking at the every driver above him is over 2,000 iRating, so these aren't gimme spots he's getting now, and there's a few with over 2,000 behind him too. Which I know iRating is never the end all be all, but
Sure.
it's one of those
Sometimes
things.
it's like having a driver's license. It doesn't mean you can drive. It just means you got one.
Exactly.
Sometimes, not all the time. A lot of these guys put a lot of seat time in. I get it.
James saying some of us qualify well, then race bad. Well,
Well, there's always that too. There's always that strategy you can go with.
Yeah. So, James, you know what occurred to me is maybe you need to go grab you one of those backbone candles. See if he's got something in that relaxing, focusing range. That might just help you. They're another one of our sponsors. They're just a small candle company made by a tough mom, strong family, and a new dream. Check them out on Instagram, whatnot, Facebook, and TikTok. So they were asking in our Discord what were some of the scents that we might want, and I believe
Need race fuel for sure.
yeah, race roll was one. I said two-stroke castor oil.
There you there you go.
I would enjoy that, but I'm a kid of the '90s, so back when two-strokes were king. There's just something about that smell going through the woods. So, but yeah, if you need some candles, definitely hit them up. I'll probably be looking at that later, because now having a quote unquote man cave, gonna need
There
something.
you go. You got the fridge, you got the bathroom that's relatively close. You just need a nice candle. That's all you need. You'll be set.
Yeah, it's some of the cigars and whiskey related, maybe.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So let's check back in on our leaders here. Looks like Noah opening up a 3-second gap to Schwartz, and about another 3 seconds here back to Mason. And then Morgan Smith 17 seconds off. So Morgan is not a slow driver. On my best day, I might be in the range of him, within a couple tenths here and there. But yeah, they've been marching away at about a second a lap. So you can really tell those top three are... we might be having to make a new division above Platinum.
Yeah, I'm just kind of watching them guys kind of snake their way through the field here.
Nice little battle here. Dane Simpson, Dan Carito, and Alex Jasper. Well, no, that's not Alex. Dane, and Alex Calvashi, however you say that one. But Dane, that big
He's up on the wheel, aren't they? Wow, they are getting after it here.
that big old Merc snout is all over the back of that Porsche.
Yes, he is. That's a great view.
Yeah.
It just, like I said, when you're sitting here watching this stuff, you never realize how much the elevation of the track changes. I know
Yeah.
we talked about that last week, but I know how much that kind of would throw the balance of the car off. Just, it's just cool to watch. I can't do it for sure. I've probably already been in the pits just taking off the gear and calling it a day. I'm not a road course guy. Not that I don't respect it, because I do. It's great. It's fun to watch, and kudos to the drivers that can do it. But it's just not in the books for me.
You should try dirt road sometime. It's
Yeah,
an
that
an
sounds
amazing
like it.
teacher.
And that's one thing too. If I did put some more track time and seat time in, I'm sure it would be something that I could get better at. I'm definitely not just gonna jump in there and naturally be good at the road course stuff. But like I said, I enjoy watching the drivers that can do it really well. So.
A little bit of a battle down here into turn 1. Now that Alex has his rear bumper back on.
Back in the game.
He is headed back the other direction.
Oh, we got CJ Conklin, I think, just went off the track here.
See, what happened to old CJ here?
Just lost the rear end going around in the turn, and
Corvette doing Corvette things. Stop it before you touch the wall. Good
He
job.
almost got it. He was trying.
Nice
Nice
recovery there, CJ. Lose a little bit of time, but just keep that diffuser and wing on the car.
That's right.
Let's see, looking back through here. This is kind of your closest three-way battle here. It looks like there's another
Welsh
one.
had a little trouble too.
Yeah, that one's showing as a crash. Let's see what happened to Justin here. Let's see, Merc.
That turn right there. Brakes again. I'm not
Nice
sure
save.
Yeah, I'm not sure which turn that is. I'd have to look at the map here, but that is probably the 4th or 5th car we've seen.
Did you see the
lose
side
it
of that
right
car?
there. I did not.
Curb muncher.
Curb muncher. Well,
I think he
there's
munched a
that.
little too much curb on that one.
Yeah. It's cool looking paint on that car. Still clean, a little dirty, but that's all right.
James, I was glad I could segue you into the ad. I mean, I'm not Linus Tech Tips, but sometimes I try. Let's check back in. Speaking of sponsors and segues, looking at Chase Decals. Josh here after that. I think he took some damage early on, but just trying to do a recovery drive. It's a lap or two down now. He had a minute pit time, so I guess somebody wanted to save their fast repair, it looks like, and just got the car repaired the old-fashioned way.
Get the duct tape. You'll be all right.
So, showing a pass and a pass back here. What's going on with these three here?
Yeah, I just clicked over to them guys. They are some tight battles still. They have not given each other much room. They're getting after it.
And Dane, with these two battling, Dane's sitting there trying to figure out a way through. Yeah, it looks like they may have decided to. Yeah, because the problem is if you get tied up in a little pack like that,
You lose so much time,
Yeah.
I would imagine. Just not be able to hit your normal entries and, firing off on your exits in different spots. I mean, same thing in the you get somebody beside you, it kind of just takes you out of your groove and you got to adjust.
Yeah, as you saw there, Alex was all the way up on the inside of Dan there, but yeah, unfortunately with those S-turns, what's the inside of one corner is the outside of the next. So Dan putting on a decent display of racecraft there. Don't know if it quite qualifies for Sergio Perez Minister of Defense levels, but definitely a nice little thing. You see that Merc getting the draft and
the braking zone. He did not give him any room. They are getting after it.
Dang, going
It's
to
a
try to
great
send it
battle.
around the outside. Now he's going to have the inside. And back to the outside.
This is that turn. Everybody's been losing it, so.
Yep, and now, as you can see, there is gravel on the track. Another thing that changes lap by lap and you have to worry about.
Yeah.
Aren't you happy ovals don't have gravel thrown on them all the time?
If we got gravel on an oval, something has went terribly wrong. we don't need that.
I don't know. Have you seen the Freedom Factory?
I have. Yep.
I mean, I've seen some of Cletus's perfectly manicured grass thrown up on the track.
Shoo.
So. All right, interesting. We are 38 minutes in, and Schwartz pitted early.
Uh-oh. Playing the strategy game here.
Yeah.
Did he take anybody with him, or no? He came all by himself, didn't he?
So,
okay.
Yeah, here's my question with that. Where is he going to come out? You know, I mean, because this isn't Formula One. I don't think, and I say think because some guys take their sim racing very, very seriously. I don't believe Mason normally does. I don't know about Noah or John, whether or not they have somebody else watching him race and trying to run calculations to see where they're going to drop back into the field when they pit.
Sure.
You know. I'm sure on the NASCAR side they oh, that was is that Charlie Adams going off? Because that car looked crunched up there.
Oh.
And if you see, yep, iRacing now, you can see picking up all that gravel on the tires. Yep. So. Not what you want to have happen to your Aston. Luckily, it is sim racing, so you don't have to pay the bill. I know that's one thing Carl would want to where, for every incident point, you have to pay $1 amount to repair your car.
Ooh, I tell you what, that. Oh, I was gonna say the 3-car battle we were just watching with Dane Simpson. Who was that? Alex.
Yep.
We just had. It's like Dan might have went around. I think he got a little help right here. I was watching that battle and they were getting after it.
Yep.
Overdrove it.
Just dove it in a little hard. Now, oof. Is he gonna save that one?
You know, I'm honestly surprised that something like that did not happen 2 laps ago, because every time we went back to them on the show, they have been battling really aggressively like that. So I'm, kudos to them, but I'm surprised that didn't happen 2 or 3 laps ago. They've been battling hard.
And that is Dane Simpson into the pits. I'm trying to get a. That would have been his left front. Yep, you can see. When he pits here, you're going to... Yep.
Yep, right there. Yep.
So, now that we're past that 40-minute mark, he decided to come in, get the damage repaired, and get back out. Dane, congratulations. You remembered to turn tires off this time.
It's fun watching them drivers battle there.
Not that I specifically gave him anything for that during last week's very long. Yep. You got your leader coming through here. Noah's going to go around the outside. But that is Dane down into 22nd, but he is one of the ones that is pitted second. It'll be interesting to see where he comes out. Oh, no. Keep that Corvette on the track. We have seen enough Corvettes in the gravel trap. James says $1 per X goes to Core, I'd be broke, and Core would get rich. Well, James, there's an easy way to fix that. Don't get incidents. As Carl says, sucks to suck.
tell you, one driver I've been kind of watching too tonight, that David Tilford, he's had a great race. I know last week he kind of got caught up in some shenanigans at the beginning of lap. He's running P6 right now. Car looks clean. He looks like he's having a good run. I know that's a welcome sight to see after last week, because I think it was lap 1, turn 1, he got caught up in a big incident. So he's having a nice race this week.
Yeah, looks like Morgan Smith here, still in the back end of Michael Schwartz. And good old Nathan Nickerson. Maybe doesn't always qualify the best, but generally has a good fuel strategy and finds a way to come back up on top.
Yep, looks like he's having a nice little run here. Car's clean, that's half the battle.
Yeah, so Schwartz 3 seconds off Tilford. I'd be curious to see, I mean, because they pitted on lap 13, that's lap 26, so they should be pitting next lap if they're just, splitting it out to tank size.
Yep, looks like we're coming up on about 16 minutes left here, a little over 16 minutes, so.
But Tyler Roberts, who led by doing an extra lap, at the fuel stop window, into 12th position currently. I don't think there's any way that he would wind up stretching this out to one stopping it, but
right, yeah.
But if he manages to take a little less fuel, as we're looking up here, he's right on the back of Stephen Wilcox there, and 2 seconds to Picone, and what is that? Adams is 13 seconds. Yeah, that's probably outside what you're going to gain. But, definitely could pick up 2-3 more spots just off a fuel strategy.
Yep. Got Morgan Smith coming back on the track. Looks like he just made a pit stop. He's right inside the top 10 here.
Checking in who else I see the little things. It looks like Isaiah wanting to make a move here on Joe Sullivan. Let's see. Going in. There we go. Looks like Joe gonna hold him off for this lap. Then you have Lyman Chow and Michael Rakes here. Oh, that's a Barca behind him in the Ferrari. No? Nope, that's a lap car thing. Not who I was thinking it was going to be. But currently saying the most interesting is Tyler Roberts. Guessing is because he's the closest battle on track at the moment. We check in with... Oh
no.
John, what happened there to you, man? This is not Tokyo Drift. But a nice recovery.
Yeah. So that is one way to heat those tires up.
Not the way you want to. But hey, we have a new person on the podium, even though it's just for pit stop related shenanigans. Dave Tilford. Mason Smith already going through the pits there. Came out 1.3 seconds behind Schwartz, so... And it is a 43-second gap from Mason to Noah. Pit lane time for Schwartz was 40.7, 41.4 for Mason. So, looking like Noah may manage to have about a 6 or 7 second gap after this cycle of pits.
Yeah, I'm watching Noah right now up at the front, and just, it's awesome to see some of these drivers just kind of getting out of his way and letting him do his thing. That's great driver etiquette, which is what you want, whether it's on the oval, road course, in a go-kart, whatever. So these drivers do a great job of just having great driver etiquette out there.
Yeah, just looking here, Dane Simpson is exactly 40 seconds behind Alex here So if the gap from Noah to Mason is 43, we can maybe use that to see where they're going to fall out. Because I imagine Alex will probably be into the pits this time.
Yeah, we got a couple top 5 cars coming in right now. David Tilford's making a stop here. It's like Stephen McLean's coming in.
Yeah, Michael
a few more drivers
Schwartz.
here.
Let's see
Final
here.
pit stops, I would assume, with about 12 minutes to go here.
As we go through here, let's see. Now, Alex staying out for another lap. That means he would have stretched this particular stint to 15 laps. I mean, there's no way he stretches out another 12 minutes. I mean, that's...
He might know something we don't. I don't know. I'd be curious to see how that works out for him, but...
Yeah, if he does, that car will be impounded and thoroughly checked over.
The backup fuel cell, where is it?
We've had that before. Kevin Foster did a no-stop race one time, the last time we had open setups.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, the old Ferrari, the 456, had a little feature where on its map number 3, it burned very, very little fuel. It was slow. He was about 2 seconds a lap off pace. And it trimmed the car out to have no downforce on it, and slippery as could be. And yeah, managed to no stop an entire hour-long race.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. I mean, that's, yeah.
I mean, considering we run 50% fuel, yeah, it was. Carl, I distinctly remember goes, wait, because Carl had to stop twice in that race. And he's like, wait, so you managed to one-stop it? And Kevin goes, nah, no stopped it.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, being 2 seconds off the pace, but yeah, if you don't have to come in, I mean, what's 2 seconds? I mean, that's pretty crazy.
So that is Alex in, Dane 42 seconds behind at this point. So we will see how that drops here. Keep an eye on him as they go through. Just see. Oh, well, that's kind of a cool TV view, specifically for his pit box, apparently. Got a feeling that camera was never meant to be pointed the other direction.
Get that camera guy a raise. Good shot. Right between the glass there.
There we go. Alex coming out of the pits, and where is Dane? Not in the picture, so that is a... Let's see. So Dane to Alex is going to be 8 seconds, and that was about the gap. Yep, 8 seconds from Noah to Mason there. So really, this is going to be, provided Noah doesn't screw up, going to be a battle for the second step on the podium here tonight. 9 minutes left to go in this race. And Schwartz within 3/10 of the back of Mason here.
Yep, still a lot can happen. You never know.
Yep. So Schwartz stopped 6 laps earlier than Noah. 21 versus 27. I have to wonder if Schwartz can make it all the way to the end. Because that may be one of the reasons he may be trying to draft Mason to save that last little bit of fuel he needs, depending on how the, because if he's going to be cutting it that close, that could be one extra lap get you in trouble.
We just had Morgan Smith go off. Oh, he was in 5th. I think he just got the tire barriers pretty good.
Let's see. We got, see you now.
Oh, man. He was, I think he was running P5 right there. I think he got towed, too.
Oh, yeah, Morgan he was up there pretty good. Oh, yep.
Oh, man, that is a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I think Morgan may, looking like that car did not come out of the pits. Or he's still towing, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Probably a couple minutes of tow, I'd say, at this track. Oh, we got Herbert going around too in the 99.
By going around, he is in the pits, apparently.
Yeah, he made some hard contact with that nose. I'd say that's probably another tow there. Corner gets another one.
Yep.
It's got to be with the elevation change right there and the mountains of gravel that is probably right there.
The
But
mountains of gravel, that
is-
curve
yeah.
right there.
Yes, that corner right there has claimed a lot of drivers tonight. That's definitely been the problem child for everybody. So
Definitely not what you want to see.
no, because we only got about 6.5 minutes left in this, so we're getting down to the end of this.
I think my most exciting button might be broken. It keeps going back to Tyler Roberts, and I'm not seeing anyone around him on track currently.
Got a nice
There
little
we go.
battle heating up for second. Mason and John are definitely duking it out.
As Christopher Hamilton says, I paid for all the track, so I'm going to use it. As you see, they are definitely flirting with wherever the corner cut lines are.
Charles Adams is going to go around. Oh, no, he saved it. What a save. Wow.
Let's see. Huh. Says Charles Adams is going into the pit lane.
Yeah, it
Was
was
it?
right before that.
Oh, yeah. That's full
Yeah,
on
he
Tokyo
dripped
Drift.
it. Yep. He said, I might go get me a set of tires after that. That was,
You
that was
know,
a bold move there.
if it was, yeah, almost Tokyo Drift. Oh, no. Looks like it's showing a crash from Alex here. What happened to Alex? Don't see anyone around. Is he going to lose the back end? Yep.
Oof.
Did he touch the grass here? Just barely, I'm wondering.
He was
Nope, got on
definitely
the curb.
rubbers.
It unloaded that suspension, and around he goes. But kept it off the wall. It's one of those things you can't just mash the gas. You gotta make sure you get it back on and
Yep.
don't cause more damage. So there's Mason, and there's John, like it's been for a little while now. Back through here. So we have Alex, Josh, and then Dane a little bit up. So right here, 2 to 3 seconds apart between two of our Canadians. The two going for, actually, yeah. So we have, looks like Michael just pitted. So yeah, Alex and Dane, that's your first and second there in silver. Show you the gap between them. Let's check in. Joe Sullivan currently leading in bronze. And who else do we have? Gold, your leader is Michael Schwartz, and judging by what I'm saying, he is going to be the only gold driver, if he finishes tonight, to finish without leaving from the pits. I'm showing Nick Brown, Morgan Smith, and Herbert Pineda, your other gold drivers in the pits there. Yeah. So Alex Jasper's leading there, and then so obviously if you're rookies, and for everybody, it's Noah. Although I think he's got one more race left, and then we can put him in platinum. So what else do we have here? Any other cool tools I could mess with? Well, group these guys by class here real quick, so that way you can see who's in what. When a bunch of these people come race 5, after race 5 will be sorted into their division so that massive rookie division of 21 cars currently will get a lot smaller. And I got a feeling some of your guys like Stephen McLean, Tyler Roberts, and they're probably going to head up towards gold. I'd imagine Noah being platinum, and someone like Alex or Steven there. Alex, you're probably looking at silver for them, depending on what their finishes look like for every race. But you can
Say
see
platinum until we have to come up with a different color, like you were saying earlier.
I was joking around. It's like we could always call it the Aaron Smith Yellow Banana division. I know he runs some oval stuff. You ever raced against him?
I don't know. Not that I know of. I'm honestly pretty bad with names, so I don't know. But that didn't ring a bell with me, which ain't saying much. But.
Oh, he always just runs a yellow, like yellow car. No branding, no nothing. It's just yellow.
Oh, okay.
But he ran with our Premier Series and over the past few years. I don't care what you put that man in. He's always fast.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we did the Legends cars in the Hockenheim handling ring. A track that no one ever uses in a car that no one ever puts on the road courses that often. And yeah. I don't think it's possible to trip him up. Dirt oval is about his weakest thing, and still, he's going to finish in the top 3 or 5. So... Oh! Schwartz having an accident.
Right at the end, too. I was getting ready to say we only got about less than a minute left in this thing.
What happened there?
Oh, that's big damage. That's a spoiler. That's a lot. Oh.
Okay. Do you remember what I said about him maybe not having enough fuel?
Oh, yeah. I was getting ready to say.
I bet you.
I seen the wiggle. He was trying to probably get some fuel to go in there. Okay.
Well,
oh, that is a shame.
I bet somebody knew that they didn't have enough because their calculator told them they had an extra lap. So.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, we may have to. Checkered flag is out. Let's get back to Noah there, crossing the line. Having to work his way around some lap traffic for that final one. Mason Smith coming in second. And that's going to put Michael Schwartz up to third. So he's having a little bit of a... Watch out, Corvette almost in the grass there. So yeah, get that. That's going to be Nathan Nickerson and Dave Tilford coming in for a top 5 there. Saw Dave weaving there for a second, wondering if that was going to be fuel related. Tyler Roberts coming home in 7th, it looks like, provided he makes it to the end. But considering he was one of the last people to pit, I think he is A-OK on that. So let's see our silver winner here. Will Alex make it to the line? Does Dane have a chance? Yep, looks like Alex had enough fuel and makes it to the line to come home in your silver winner. Then we have Joe Sullivan here in bronze. See if he'll take home that bronze win here. I'm gonna have to type in here. Let's get Noah. Mason. And Schwartz. And then it's going to be Alex. And the only good news is with Noah being a rookie and winning, that that deletes me having to bring in one more division winner. And with Mason being in Platinum, yep, that works out pretty nicely. All right, let's see here. Scroll up and find our waiting room. There is Noah. Dude. Let's see. So we got Sullivan. I'm just going to have to do this. Go back a little. Find Sullivan. There we go. And where is he? Well, I'm not seeing Joe just yet, so I'm going to drag Alex in here. Alex, this is John and Mike in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey there, John and Mike. How's it going?
You're going all right. Looks like Dane had you for just a little bit, but coming back out on top for the silver win there. How was it from your point of view, coming in 8th overall?
Honestly, like one of my better places in core in general, actually. So I am extremely happy about that win or that placement and the silver win tonight. Mugello is my favorite track, I would say, probably. It's just super technical but fast.
Yeah, I saw that according to SDK, you didn't have any off tracks here tonight, so congratulations on that.
At 3 points,
Yeah.
but I think
It's
I won. But
SDK's not perfect, but if it's recording them, a lot of the times it's recording the bad ones.
that's fair. That's fair. But all in all, the race was fun. Me, Dane, and a couple other guys got hooked up at the start there. There was a train of about 4 of us that
Yeah,
we
kept
were
going
all
back
nose
to that
tail for a
train.
while.
So yeah, it looked like y'all were, were y'all actively battling, or were y'all just trying to, use the draft and get as far forward and away from everybody as you could?
It definitely started as drafting, and then as we started to pull away, I think we started to battle a little bit. I started to battle the guy in the back with me a little bit there. But I had a couple of hold your pants moments, and they kind of got away from me, but I think I ended up getting them in the pits. So
Well, congratulations for bringing home that silver win tonight. You keep finishing like this, you may not stay in silver for very long.
yeah, that's scary.
Well, I mean, you beat, I would say, 78% of the gold drivers. I mean, they didn't finish, but
I'll take it. Hey man, racing's racing. Win's a win.
oh yeah, absolutely. So I know next week we are headed to, where was it?
Fuji?
Was it Fuji?
Yeah, I believe it's Fiji.
It is. So yet another long Japanese straight to deal with. So I know the Merc has to love those.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've been really liking driving the Merc. I drove that last season a bunch, and it's just such a stable platform, and the power just comes on. You don't even realize really that, but it just
No
it
changes for the
just
silly
kind of.
season.
Hmm.
Well, that'd be good to see somebody stick with the same car all the way through the year then.
Yeah, I will. I think I will.
Well, anybody you want to give a shout out to on that 117 machine before we let you go celebrate tonight?
Yeah, gotta give a shout out to my family who always watch me race every night, and you guys up in the booth here for bringing the broadcast back, because it's good to have you back.
It was nice not to have any problems for once, other than SDK being SDK, but I can deal with that.
Normal.
So, well, hopefully we can catch you next week at Fuji.
Awesome, I'll be there.
All right. Let's bring our bronze winner, Joe Sullivan, in. Mike, you want to take this one away?
Sure. Hey, Joe, this is Mike and John up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, hey, congratulations on the bronze win tonight. You did a good job out there. Looks like everybody was did a very good job on the track tonight. But how'd the race go for you, or what'd you see out there?
Man, I'm just kind of getting some laps in here, and kind of surprised to have a P13 here tonight and to win the division. It's not wasn't on my board here tonight. I was just trying to complete a race. I haven't even finished a race yet this year, so that was a plus, and then this is a bonus on top of that. It was glad it didn't rain, so there's that, and I had a decent setup and just kind of mind my own business and stayed out of trouble and brought her home in one piece.
Yeah, well, sometimes it happens like that. You kind of got expectations for yourself, and it goes the way you weren't expecting it to. But you drove really good tonight. It was fun to watch you get out there and get after it. But what's your feelings going into next week here?
It's going to be the same plan. That's pretty much going to be my plan all year. Is just try to finish a race and wherever I finish, and that's where I'll be. So that's kind of pace. I did kind of push it there at the end. I probably cooked the tires just a little bit because Dan was right there in front of me, and I was reeling him in every lap, and maybe another lap I could have got him, but we just ran out of time there. But just try not to push the car too much. That's kind of got me in trouble the first two races, and just try to back it down a little bit, and just try to finish a race, and wherever I finish, that's where I'll be. So just out here logging laps and learning as much as I can.
Yeah, I understand that. Well, hey, you did a good job. You got a lot to be proud of, and great momentum going into next week. But before we let you get out of here, who you want to give a shout out to?
I just give a shout out to you boys up there. I'll be going back and watching this one, and be nice to see the whole broadcast and see how I did and everything through that, and see how you boys did, and just thanks to you guys broadcasting and everybody here at Core. John knows I don't really do too much road racing, so it's weird for me to be on the broadcast, but appreciate you guys, and maybe we'll see you again sometime this year.
You did the important thing. You finished with a clean car.
Yeah, I did. A 1X too. I can't believe that either.
Yeah, you did a great job out there, man. It's fun watching you run.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. That was our bronze winner, Joe Sullivan. Now we're on to our gold division winner, Michael. Michael, this is John and Mike in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh yeah, what's going on, gentlemen? How we doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Bringing home the gold win there and top 3 in 3rd place.
Yeah, man, pretty stoked. Last week, when I talked to you guys, that one was a gift. And this one, I was a little more earned, qualified well, and just drove a pretty solid race. I mean, the top 3 are Mugello extraordinaires, I suppose. They speak the language, whatever that language is. I don't know it, but I was going quick enough to compete with the rest. It was a fun race. It was really cool, just managing the tire wear, and I got passed at one point. Smith got by me, and just watching the mistakes that he was making, I was making. His tire degradation is kicking in, and it was kind of battling twofold, battling the person around you, but also battling the change in the car as the race went on. So it was a fun race.
Yeah, we caught Morgan catching the wall there in that BMW. That not what you want to see, but
yeah, we were set up for a nice battle. We had a good second stint battle, and we were 8/10 apart, and I didn't get a chance to see what happened. I just saw in the rear view he disappeared, and I knew something big happened. But yeah, pretty disappointing because we were set up for a pretty good battle to finish that off. But
yeah.
that's part of the name of the game, right? Is the car on the grip degrades, adapting to it and getting that thing home. That's half the battle.
Absolutely. It looks like I'm guessing Schwartz was going to run out of fuel on the last lap and decided to celebrate rather than
I
not
saw that. I
finish.
saw the replay, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I thought he crashed out, and I see him celebrate. Well, I didn't rewind far enough in the replay, and then I rewinded and I saw the whole crash sequence. I saw the donuts and thought he was celebrating something. I'm still trying to figure out what happened there.
Yeah, that might be a question for
Yeah,
Mason or Noah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were definitely those top three were in a different league here tonight. It seemed like.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat in qualifying, practice and qualifying, you could see the times. I mean, dumping a 145 with the track condition that we had. I mean, I was doing it in officials, but that was, a 20, 23-degree track with different grip and whatnot. But 45 with the track we had, that's impressive. They had the rest of us covered by like a second and a half. It was unbelievable. So, but I just had to worry about the other 40 guys, and I did my part on the part that I was hoping to do. So I can't complain about that, I guess.
Well, we're going staying in Japan for next week. Going to Fuji, yet another mile-long straight. You gonna stick with the Mercedes?
Yeah, we're gonna be Merc. I was kind of looking over the schedule and did a lot of driving, and I'll be Mercedes the rest of the way through. And I don't know Fuji at all, so I'm gonna have to put some time in there. And the rest of the schedule I know decently well. Fuji I don't know at all. I don't even know if I own the track, so we're gonna have to figure that out throughout the week, so we can keep this train rolling. I got some good momentum going. Hopefully we can carry that forward.
Well, it's a beautiful track with Mount Fuji in the background. So, anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go celebrate?
Yeah, the simraces.com crew. We got Nate and Ricky and the boys over there. So I appreciate you guys as always. Cool to see a 43 car field. I mean, that's phenomenal what the league is doing. You guys in the broadcast, thank you. And yeah, the simraces.com crew.
All right. Well, hopefully we can catch you again next week, and good luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, gentlemen.
All right. That was your gold division winner in third place overall, Michael Schwartz. Let's bring second place Nathan Smith in here and take it away, Mike.
Hey, Mason, this is Mike and John up in the booth. You got a copy here?
I do.
Well, hey, you get yourself a podium tonight, second place finish. You did a great job out there. Tell us a little bit of how your race went and what you were seeing out there.
It went well. No rain, thankfully.
Yeah, yeah.
But I figured as much as the next person that there wasn't gonna be any rain, so I wasn't really worried about that. But although like I was hanging nose to tail with Schwartz and Noah, it's like the one sometimes like a little mistake can cost you, and that's by overshooting up my pit box.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, you three were pretty much with each other the whole session. Y'all could have thrown a blanket, so it's definitely times like that where it takes one little mistake and you can capitalize on it. But y'all had a really clean race tonight. Y'all did a good job of going through traffic. But how much did the track change as the session went on, and how was the car feeling with you towards the end of that thing?
Well, I would say the track itself didn't change drastically like last week, but I will say like with the debris, yeah, it could be an issue, but I had really no problem with the track itself. The traffic, I mean yes, it's to be expected.
Sure.
So yeah, it's to be expected most of the time. But track wise, I didn't think it didn't change drastically to the point where it just started sliding. I mean, I caught a couple little slides, but it wasn't like severe like last week, So
Right.
I think for this race, it was slightly more like easygoing.
Yeah, we were kind of watching that. There was a few drivers out there that were having some troubles. Definitely a lot of debris was getting thrown up on the track, so that's something you gotta kind of account for. But well, moving into next week, you're definitely carrying some momentum to the next race. How you feeling about the next week?
I mean, I feel confident that I can hang with Noah with the past few weeks. It's just well, all I gotta do is just stay within like slipstream distance, and hopefully hopefully just clean up on the mistakes and just get them until the end, hopefully.
Sure, sure. Well, I tell you what, you did a good job tonight. It was good watching. It was fun watching you all kind of race and battle up there. You all were definitely the top three cars out there were putting on a show. So, but before we let you get out of here, you want to give any thanks to anybody?
Uh, Shout out to Yo, and shout out to my family that watches.
Awesome, awesome. Well, like I said, good job tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week here.
Thank you.
That was your second place, Mason Smith. Let's bring our winner, Noah, in here. Noah, this is John and Mike in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
Going pretty good. A little cleaner than last week. So, luckily, admin
Definitely.
duties after this one should be a little easier.
Yep, for sure.
But kind of look like you, Mason, and John there were just, I mean, is it grip hacks? Some extra horsepower? What were y'all doing to be a second faster than anyone else?
I think we all I'm just kind of speaking for myself and Mason more so because I haven't raced with John a whole lot, but Mason and I seem to really excel at like these momentum kind of tracks where like the previous corner sets up the following one, and every setup matters so much more than like a typical track with just like your typical corners. So I'm sure John is the same way. Just like once you get into that rhythm and just carrying momentum everywhere, it just the time increase is just crazy from corner to corner.
Yeah, well, it definitely looked like you all had your own little race out there. I saw that John fell off there at the very end. I'm guessing he didn't have enough fuel to make it to the. That it clicked over one more lap than he expected.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I seen him in the wall in like turn 5 after I crossed the start finish. So I'm not sure if maybe he had a tire over a curb go wrong or something. I wasn't able to catch it in the replay, so I'm not too sure.
I saw a few donuts. One.
Yeah, yeah. Either way, it's super unfortunate because, like I said, the battle that the three of us had in the first stint of that race was just tons
Oh.
of fun. Like all of us were just nose to tail and
Watching the
just
three of
waiting to
y'all come
pounce
into
on
the pit lane
mistakes.
and do a little
Yeah.
Siamese immediate stop. Minus Mason missing his box a little was almost poetry in motion.
Yeah, that was unfortunate too. Mason ran a super good race, and I think if it wasn't for that, we would have been battling right till the bitter end there.
Yeah, when he came, I know when y'all came out of that last set of pit stops, you had 8 seconds on Mason there. So, I mean, I know some of that comes from getting in to the pit lane as hard as you can and getting out as hard as you can, and
Yeah, definitely a little bit, but I mean, those guys are so good at all the aspects of the racing in pit road, out of pit road, so every little mistake just amplifies it that much harder.
Yeah, well, you're definitely putting on a master class on how how to drive a GT3. So, anybody you want to give a shout out
Appreciate that.
to tonight before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to you guys in the booth. You guys put on awesome product. Shout out to CRN as a whole. This has been a blast to be a part of so far. Shout out to FMR Motorsports, my boys Kyle and Al out there. Shout out to them. Shout out to the girlfriend, my dad watching. Huge appreciation for them and what they do for me. And hopefully we can keep it rolling on for Fuji.
Yeah. Speaking of Fuji, is that another one you enjoy, or?
I like Fuji. I'm not terrifically experienced on it. It's been a little while, but that's another super technical track in that last sector. So I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun trying to maximize everything out there.
Did Carl select the one with the god awful curb?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Because there are two that I absolutely hate, and yep, it's that one. I'm sorry. It's
Well,
the Barcelona chicane and the Fuji chicane there at the end. Like,
yeah,
God.
yeah, we'll go abuse that in practice and kill a couple cars, and we'll be ready for next Thursday.
Well, again, congratulations, and hopefully we can catch you again in Victory Lane again.
Hopefully. Appreciate it, guys. Take care.
All right, that was
Yes,
your
sir.
winner, Noah Burgess, in first. Let's pull up. I forgot to do the results here real quick. I'll pull those up. And that is Noah taking home your win, Mason in second, and Michael in third there. Fourth, Nathan Nickerson. Fifth will be Dave Tilford. Sixth will be Stephen McLean. Tyler Roberts in seventh. Alex Jaspers in eighth. Dane Simpson coming home in ninth. Alex in 10th. And then, let's see, this is going to be the right one, correct? I do. It's going to do The slow scroll will do. There we go. Schwartz managing to come into 15th there after that. And sorry, but I'm not reading off another 42 names again. But there's your final finishing order. But from everyone here at Core, we appreciate it. And keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. And we will see y'all next week.
Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough. But on this track, it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin. Tighten the grip. Hold the line, defeats the word we leave behind. Danger right with every turn, in every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires, feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where it begins. Born to race, born to fight, push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound, burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the end, it sucks. Clears and engines die. The victors stand, the rest just cry. The truth is hard, the road is rough. If you can't keep up, well, it sucks to suck. Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough. But on this track, it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin. Tighten the grip. Hold the line, defeats the word we leave behind. Danger right with every turn, in every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires, feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy show, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the end, it sucks. Flares and engines die. The victors stand, the rest just cry. The truth is hard, the road is rough. If you can't keep up, well, it sucks to suck. Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough. But on this track, it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy show, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin. Tighten the grip. Hold the line, defeats the word we leave behind. Danger right with every turn, in every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires, feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where it begins. Born to race, born to fight, push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound, burning rubber on the ground. No mercy show, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy show, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the end, it sucks. Flares and engines die. The victors stand, the rest just cry. The truth is hard, the road is rough. If you can't keep up, well, it sucks to suck. Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough. But on this track, it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy show, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the tighten the grip.